Hi, everyone. Welcome to this exciting call. Great to see everybody on here. My name is Brian Rose, and I want to welcome you to an exciting new launch of a new season of business for some of my wonderful friends, Dan and Julie Ames up in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and also Dana and Adam Merrill here in Jacksonville, Florida. You guys, congratulations on this new launch of a new season of business. There's so many great things that are happening. You all may be wondering why I'm talking to you, since this call is all about Dan and Julie and Adam and Dana. Well, it's because together we're launching a new season of business, a worldwide movement called the Freedom Revolution. And we're here to network with mission-driven people in order to share a message of hope. You've been invited because Dan and Julie and Dana and Adam respect you, and they'd love for you to know what they are up to. So you guys, I just want you to know this call is meant to be relaxed and fun. Just being here to show your support is enough. You won't have to buy anything or do anything. Over the next few minutes, you'll hear both information and some pretty inspiring stories about people who are taking their health to the next level, and they're helping other people do the same thing. We're also going to talk about the organization that Dan and Julie and Dana and Adam have partnered with. It's called the Juice Plus Company, and it's allowed people all over the world to create additional options and a sense of real fulfillment. Maybe something that you hear tonight will stand out to you, or you'll think of someone who you care about that needs to hear this message as well. So thank you for coming. And I'd like to ask my wife, Deanne, to share a little bit about why we do what we do.
Hey, you guys. Good to see you. Happy Sunday night. My name's Deanne, and I would love to kick it off with a question. And it won't be a very difficult question, so don't worry. So would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge?
Yeah.
Yes, it's so true. We all would love to look good and feel good and live a long and active life. We know it's our job to make that happen, but unfortunately it can be just really complicated, unpleasant sometimes, and even very time consuming. So that's where we come in. These wonderful people that have invited you on the call tonight, along with thousands of others around the world, are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And we are helping people take their health back in ways that are simple, doable, and fun. So at the core of good health, though, is good nutrition. We have to flood our bodies with the most important foods that we could ever eat, which are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. We're supposed to eat 9 to 13 servings every single day, but almost no one does. And definitely not the variety or the consistency that we need. And that's why we love the nutritional support provided by Juice Plus. This one simple change has taken our health to the next level. So if you've never heard of Juice Plus, Brian is going to show you what it is.
Yes, I would love to. Let me just hold up the bottles here so you can kind of get a visual. This is Juice Plus. It is 30 raw fruits, veggies, and berries that are in capsules. And this is what the front of the bottle looks like. The green is called the Garden Blend. And this is vegetables like this. You can see there's all of these vegetables inside of here. The red is called the Orchard Blend, and this is fruit. And you can see the list there. And the purple is called the Vineyard Blend. And this is berries and grapes and a whole lot of them as well. I love Juice Plus so much. It's vine ripened whole food produce. So basically all of these fruits and vegetables are vine ripened, and when the nutrition is at the peak of ripeness, not sooner, they're picked and they're blended together into this, like in a low temperature, into this slurry. And it's cold, it's kept cold so that the enzymes and the nutrients are intact and they're still active. And then the water and the sugar and the salt are removed from that mixture. And what's left is this powder that is put into these capsules, and also chewables for children as well. And two things I love about Juice Plus are that, number one, it's the most researched nutritional product in the world, with 37 published studies. These are gold standard studies that have been done by independent universities all over the world. And they show that Juice Plus is proven to do a number of things. It supports a healthy immune and respiratory system. It improves cardiovascular wellness, and quality of life. It reduces oxidative stress and systemic inflammation. It also protects DNA from damage. And it's been scientifically proven to give people healthier skin and gums. So the science is rock solid with this. And also, I love the fact that on the back of Juice Plus, you can see the label. It says nutrition facts. This is not a multivitamin. If this was a multivitamin, it would say supplement facts. The government classifies Juice Plus as a food product. This is a food label, the same thing that would be on a bag of broccoli in your freezer. And I love that because there's no warning label. It's safe for children and elderly and pregnant women. Anyone and everyone can take Juice Plus because it's just food. And I think that's awesome. Also, we have this great new product called the Juice Plus Omega Blend. And this has a full spectrum of omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So all of the omegas, it's a very holistic way to eat omegas. And they're in vegan capsules with cold-pressed oils from plants such as algae, sea buckthorn berry, and pomegranate. Basically, we skip the fish. You know, a lot of omegas are made from fish oil. Well, we skip the fish and we go straight to the plant source that those fish initially got the omegas from, and we put it inside this capsule. We're also really excited about another product we have called the Tower Garden. If you're interested in growing your own healthy food, the Tower Garden is a vertical aeroponic garden that grows food faster and easier than traditional gardening. Plus, it can be set up outdoors, like me. We have 2 Tower Gardens outdoors, and so does Dana. Dan and Julie, you guys have yours indoors, don't you, right in your kitchen? So we love growing our own food. There's also a great product called the Juice Plus Complete. And this is a whole food plant-based beverage. We like to call it chocolate veggies. Basically, you just mix this powder with some type of, almond milk or soy milk or something like that. And it gives you plant-based protein, fiber, amino acids, and fruits and vegetables. It's vegan, gluten-free, low glycemic, so it comes into your bloodstream at a very steady pace, and that helps you have more willpower. It kind of sustains you. There's 2 flavors. There's Dutch chocolate and French vanilla. And we have these, at our house, we have these every morning for breakfast. And the kids absolutely love them. So do I. I can't imagine trying to make it through a week without having complete shakes for breakfast because it's so delicious and really so easy. So when you think about it, the combination of the Juice Plus capsules plus the Omega Blend plus the Juice Plus Complete shakes, if you were to take those, on any given day, you would have over 50 whole plant foods in your body every single day. I mean, imagine your health in 4 months or 6 months or a year if you were to eat 50 different plants every day. I've been eating Juice Plus for over 12 years. And, today I have more energy than before. I used to crash in the afternoon. My adult acne has cleared up. I have great skin. And also I've been able to lose the extra weight that I was lugging around that I just couldn't seem to get rid of. So I'm a huge fan of Juice Plus. And I know there's a lot of other great stories that we're going to hear in just a minute. We could share information all day, but the best part about this healthy living revolution, as we call it, are the experiences. Good nutrition helps everything, and it's really exciting to see how the benefits of Juice Plus show up in everyday life. Each person's story is also very different, but there are some similarities that we kind of see in common between them. So I'm going to ask Dan and Julie first. Maybe would you guys unmute yourself, and we'd love to hear your Juice Plus experience.
All right. Well, we heard about Juice Plus. We've been on it for about 4 years now. And before Juice Plus, I think we were just a mess and didn't really know that we were a mess until we realized how good we could feel. And before that, I had high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I was getting sick all the time, and I struggled with energy throughout the day, which I desperately needed as a teacher. Our son Gavin had eczema all over his body and suffered with seasonal allergies to the point that he would have tissues all over his bed at night because he couldn't breathe and he was just blowing his nose all the time. Julie has Hashimoto's thyroid disease, and she's been managing that for over 23 years now, and just very lethargic, and just had inflammation in her joints, and it was really hard for her to lose weight. And so we just came with a myriad of issues that we just needed help from. And after we got on Juice Plus, we noticed right away, number one, that our energy went up, and we had more energy than we've ever had before. We noticed that in our house that we weren't getting sick as much. And as a teacher, I was a wealth of germs just from all of my students, and I just wasn't picking up what my students were getting. And I had normal blood pressure, normal cholesterol, and it just became a catalyst for all of us, and we were able to lose weight. And Julie's been able to manage her Hashimoto's disease very well, and managing the inflammation. Gavin's eczema is completely gone. So we'll continue to put this in our bodies for the rest of our life, because it has just been a catalyst that has done just amazing things for us.
That's so awesome. It sounds like everyone in your family's been positively infected by Juice
Yes,
Plus.
Definitely.
Great. Dana, can you share with us your story, your health story with Juice Plus, please?
Absolutely. Thanks, Brian, and thanks, Dan and Julie. So I first heard about Juice Plus from our pediatrician. We had our first son, he was about 10 months old, and I was pregnant with our second at the time. And we were very healthy people. We ate pretty healthy. I didn't really consider us to have any major health issues or anything wrong with us. I started it simply because the idea of getting those fruits and vegetables, I knew they were missing from our diet daily. Even the healthiest eaters, we kind of ate the same food. We didn't get the variety that there really was in Juice Plus. Within about a week, my energy was off the charts. And if anybody's been pregnant, that's not a real thing. Pregnant women don't have energy, especially when I was chasing a small toddler around. So within about a week, I was just dealing with everything. I was bouncing around. I was feeling really good. My skin started clearing up, which I didn't really consider a health issue until it went away. I realized how much I hid it and how embarrassed I was by it. I always had a very thick face of makeup on. I wouldn't leave the house without it, even to go to the gym, because it was dry and red and patchy, and I had some pretty bad acne all around my lower neck and down into my chest area. That really, it made me self-conscious, but it didn't really make the connection to nutrition. Our children did not get sick at all. By the time, at this point, they're in preschool. We've been on Juice Plus almost 9 years now, and they were not getting sick. Adam, my husband, didn't start taking it yet. It was just me and the kids. And he actually brought home 3 colds in 4 months from his office. None of us caught it from him. That's when I realized, hey, we're not getting sick. I thought it was normal. Everybody had, a couple colds a year. And when he was still getting sick and the kids and I weren't, I knew that this really was making a difference in our immune system. So I insisted that he take it. I could not deal with one more man cold. He was on the couch moaning, and I ordered it right in that moment. And we had some pretty big surprises with him. Adam has a couple herniated and bulging discs in his lower back. It was a big source of pain for a good amount of our life together. It peaked when our middle child was just an infant, and to the point that he couldn't even pick our kids up. He had completely stopped playing golf. Like, there was no fun or enjoyment activity for him. And within about 6 months of being on Juice Plus, we realized he was taking less pain medicine. Now he's off it completely. He stopped reaching for the Advil bottle. He used to lay on the floor every morning and stretch for about 45 minutes before he started his day, and it was pitiful. He couldn't unbend his knees. There was just his stretches looked like they hurt. And he doesn't have to do that anymore. He's actually playing golf a couple times a week now. He's very active with our children. He's coaching their sport. We actually have a third child. She was my first child that I took Juice Plus through my pregnancy instead of a prenatal. I took Double Trio, and she is our healthiest child by far. She never got a fever her entire first year of life. Her first fever actually didn't even count. It was 99, which on the scale it has to be 100.4 to be a real fever. and it was gone in 24 hours. So we think it's the best. We've had such great success with it.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's great. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing your stories with Juice Plus. So now, you guys, we are going to transition a little bit. And as you can see, our main mission is to bring freedom through improved health. It's important to know that 85% of Juice Plus is purchased by people who are simply customers and they're not affiliated with the company. But there are those who are looking for another type of freedom, and that's where the freedom revolution comes in. Let's transition to the company behind Juice Plus. And as I said before, we're not going to ask for anything. We just want to share why we do this business and what it's done for us. And perhaps you'll think of someone, even just one person in your life who needs to hear what's possible. So before we jump into stories, let's go over a few quick facts. So our business is called a Juice Plus virtual franchise. It's a $50 annual fee to run the business, and that's it. We have an online office and a personal website, and you can actually run your business from your phone anywhere, anytime, wherever you are. It's so convenient. The company manufactures Juice Plus. They ship Juice Plus. They bill our customers. They collect, and they pay by direct deposit each month. There's no inventory that we have to keep. The only Juice Plus that we touch is our own. And we just share by word of mouth, and the company does the rest. We get a ton of support as busy people. All the commission levels and the positions are permanent. There are no quotas or minimums to meet. We have the freedom to go at our own pace. We can share a little or share a lot. We have friends that make millions in this company, but our favorite thing to do is just to teach people how to make $1,000 or more, $1,000 a month or more. This income makes such a difference to families every day. But there's no glass ceiling, and there's no territorial restrictions. Juice Plus is in over 20 different countries, so you can go almost anywhere in the world and build a Juice Plus business, and it's so much fun. We have a lot of stability with this company. The company was founded almost 50 years ago, and it has the same president since day one. We're privately held, and we're debt-free. We have over $12 billion in sales from Juice Plus, and we're on track to be a $1 billion per year company by 2020. We make money 4 different ways: profit, commission, both short-term and long-term residual bonuses, and family insurance. At the top 2 positions, families are eligible for benefits including medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic coverage, prescription, and college tuition assistance, if you can believe that. There's also a holiday bonus and a monthly expense allowance. So this can be a short-term cash flow or a long-term wealth building and retirement strategy. I love how philanthropic our company is as well. We are the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon each year. And in 2016, we raised over $10 million for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital from that marathon. We're involved with the Boys and Girls Club. In Memphis, we created a technical institute where students learn logistics, welding, automotive maintenance, and culinary arts, and 100% of the graduates have been placed in jobs. We are also in the process of donating tower gardens to every Boys and Girls Club across North America, and that's over 4,000 centers. We're donating 10 million of our complete meals to Volunteers of America over the course of 5 years, and that's $20 million worth of food that the Volunteers of America will never have to buy. And in 2016, our company president, Jay Martin, was presented with the Volunteers of America's most prestigious award, honoring his support of America's most vulnerable people over the last 3 decades. So I know that took a couple minutes, but I really wanted to make sure that you understood how much of a heart this company has. And not only do we inspire healthy living around the world, we also love to give. So I would love for us to take just a minute or two and share our business experience, why we share Juice Plus, what the income has done for our family, and how it's changed our life. So Dan and Julie, can you guys share for just a minute?
Sure, thanks. I'll take the lead on this one. So, as Dan shared, our family was having a tremendous health experience using the product. So it just very naturally came about that we were sharing it with people. And we decided, being that we were both teachers, we were sitting by the pool for summer and thought, hey, you know what, why don't we pick this thing up as a little side gig? And we can just work at it over the summers. And that was just sort of going to be our plan. And very quickly, we had realized that we could actually make some decent income with this business opportunity. And it came at a perfect time because I was an extremely frustrated teacher. And what was so frustrating to me was I really had a desire to be home with our son. We have one child and we wanted to homeschool him. But it was frustrating because we couldn't afford to survive on just one teaching salary. And so we continue to grow the business just by sharing by word of mouth and networking with friends, and very quickly realized that we were able to replace enough of my income that I could say yes to coming home. And so I've been home now for 3 years. I'm teaching my son and really having a great time. And I'm just so thrilled for the opportunity that Juice Plus has brought to us. And we're just so grateful for the ability to say yes to more of the things in life that we want. And we just look forward to that continuing and to helping other people do the same.
Awesome. That's great. It's been so fun to walk with you guys through this journey. We go way back, don't we?
We do.
It's so great to be able to work with your friends.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, great. So, yeah, Dana and Adam, could you both share a little bit about why you share Juice Plus and what it's done for your family too?
So Adam and I were kind of in the same industry before this. I was selling real estate, basically working for myself, or so I thought, and he was working for a home building company. We pretty much had all our eggs in one basket. We were dependent on a volatile housing market. Adam was a slave to his boss and the company he worked for. If they said jump, he had to jump. He was never home. In fact, he left every morning before the kids woke up, and most nights he got home after they went to bed. If I wanted to work, I had to hire sitters, and that was pretty much with no guarantee of selling a house that day. So I was often spending money on sitters before I even got paid, or having to drag my children with me. Travel really stressed us out. It was impossible for me to leave town. I always had work, and I often had to pay people to take care of my files when I was gone. And Adam, of course, had to ask his boss for permission to leave town, for time off. And a lot of the times that answer was no. So money was not an issue, but we were not enjoying ourselves at all. We had absolutely no freedom. And most cases, he would come home and I would either already be gone showing property, or I'd pass him in the doorway on the way out and say, see you later, I'm going to work now. So as we were taking Juice Plus, it naturally became easy to share because we were feeling so good and having such a good experience. And suddenly, I really did have that part-time job. I really was working for myself. The hours were completely my own, but the money is full-time income. Since then, Adam has been able to start his own home building business. He completely works for himself on his own schedule. We went from rarely seeing each other to eating dinner at the family table together every night. He walks our kids into school a couple of days a week. We are getting out as a family. Adam's coaching their football team. We're having time for hobbies. And he plays golf, and I'm doing yoga again, and we're getting to go out on date nights, and we get to do fun stuff like this call right here. We're really spending a lot of time together, and work has become something that no longer stresses us out. It's something that we smile and talk about because we enjoy it. Adam, do you want to say just a quick bit about why we're all in the Juice Plus business as a company?
Yeah, my point of view as a business person or a business owner is that, long ago, Dana and I both talked about we need to own a business that, we don't want to manufacture the product. We don't want to, be the one that has to do all the legwork and run around and do all that. We just want a product that we can sell, that we wanted to do. And I didn't realize, and that she was already selling Juice Plus and sharing it, and I didn't realize that was the product. And once it started to become real and there was some real income there, we both looked around and said, this is it. This is what we got to do. My business is that you're only good as your next sale, and you got to keep selling to build. And now I've got staff and overhead, and now you've got to sell in order to carry all that. So this product is more than residual income. It's it's backed by a company that's been there for a long time. That 25-year-old product that they've been selling, have a lot of good experience with. So it just feels good. It feels right, and it's all good people. We deal with all good people in the Juice Plus business. So it's been very good experience for us.
Awesome.
That's great, Heather. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Wow. Well, let me just share with you our experience with the Juice Plus company real quick. I came from the hair industry, and Brian here was a teacher. And we loved what we did because it was flexible. We got to make a difference. It was exciting. It was creative work. But the problem is neither of us were paid well enough. I actually left the hair industry so that we could come home. I could come home and be with the kids. We've got 3 kids now. And when they were tiny, I wanted to be the one to raise them. But Brian's salary, again, was not enough for me to be able to stay home. And it wasn't even enough for us to send our own children to the private school that he taught at. He had a great job. He has a master's degree. He had a big budget to work with and a great classroom. But he had to go to work every day with a smile on his face, and we weren't making enough money to make ends meet. We were going further and further into debt. And so I just realized that in order for things to change, that I was going to have to figure something out because I was pretty fed up. And so we found the Juice Plus company, and our lives really changed in a great way. We got healthier, and we decided we wanted to build a business helping other people get healthier and have fun doing it. I love the fact that we could fit it in around our own time. It didn't take a whole lot of time. It didn't disrupt our life or totally overturn everything that we were already doing. And, we started to make an income, and I just was so blown away by the fact that we actually could make money with this company, and we were just 2 normal, everyday people. And so we replaced the income that I left behind in the hair industry. And then we went on to replace the income that Brian made as a teacher. And so he was able to retire from teaching. I got to homeschool my kids all the way up. And they just went to school a couple years ago. And it was just such a cool thing for us to be able to be there every day for them when they get off the bus. We get to go on field trips with them. We're highly involved in their lives. And this company is really financing their future, and it's allowed us to own every second of every single day. So we love what we do. We love helping other people realize their dreams and having a fun time doing it. So to wrap up, I just want to thank you again for joining us, either live or by the recording. We are so excited to spread the word about this business and the mission that we're on. So we're looking to network with 2 types of people. Number 1, people who are ready to invest in their health. Those who want to make their life easier by adding Juice Plus. It only costs $2 to $3 a day. Kids can get it for free. And we found it to be the most simple, affordable, and convenient way to get massive amounts of nutrition into your family. And the second person is anyone who wants to partner with us in this worldwide freedom revolution. Maybe you know someone who's dissatisfied with their current situation, like we all were, and they're looking for a better way. Maybe you know someone who needs a fun, positive community in order to thrive and be fulfilled, like we all did. So, our vision is to help people earn stable residual income in order to expand their options, whatever that looks like to them, while traveling, spending time with family, and making a contribution to the world. We love to help moms say yes to mom care instead of daycare with financial peace of mind, right, you guys? We help corporate professionals have the option to walk away from their stressful jobs and not spend Sunday dreading Monday. How many of our friends tonight are sitting at home wishing that they didn't have to go to work tomorrow? There's a lot of them. It's coming, Dan. It's coming. College kids can build a side gig to help pay for school without having to get a job. Empty nesters can increase their retirement, so there's more than enough to enjoy life and pass on to their children and grandchildren. So although this business is not for everyone, it's a great option to consider. So while you're here to support Dan and Julie and Dana and Adam, perhaps you could ask the question, what if this could be a perfect fit for someone that I know? And as skeptical as we were 12 years ago, I'm so thankful that my friend cared enough about me to at least mention it, because it's changed my life. And the best part is that we get to spend time together with people like Dan and Julie and Dana and Adam. So I can't think of anyone better for you to put your people in touch with. Don't you agree? So after the call, you're more than welcome to touch base with these guys. So congratulations, everybody. I love what we're doing together. It's been a total blast. Do you guys have any final words you want to say to your friends before we say goodnight?
Thank you guys so much for coming, and we just appreciate your support so much.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, good night, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.